So I want parent gathering to be a place where parents gather to love and support each other, and I want it to get really big.
Any way to EmpowerHer can support you with that, we will be glad to. That's a really amazing program. I can just imagine now having a kid. My kids are all grown, and I couldn't imagine walking through that alone, because it is really hard, because you're thinking that you're alone and nobody to talk to and tell what's going on. And there's also, we talked about this, about shame coming with it, like, am I a bad parent? Did I do something wrong? And it's like, no, you didn't do anything wrong. They're just finding out who they are. So I really appreciate you doing this. Can you put your hands together for Alicia?
Thank you. Yeah, and I have a sign-up list because the community isn't live yet. But if you are interested, I will let you know if you give me your email. And I just have a lot of cards that just came from the printer. If you know somebody, if everybody here knew one person and shared it with them, that would be amazing. I would love that. Thank you.
Absolutely. If we can all just take one card and help her.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
We got 3 more to go, I think. No? Yeah. Well, this next lady that's coming up to the stage, I'm excited about as well. I've been knowing her for quite some time, since I moved to Ithaca, and we done hung out a whole bunch of times and all that stuff. Please put your hands together for Anna, everybody. If y'all don't know Anna Smith, y'all better know Anna Smith. She is like the liaison of Ithaca.
Am I? Just because I've been here for
Hi.
Yeah. Bring energy. Yes. Hi.
Thank you for doing this.
Absolutely. What businesses you bring to us today?
Okay, so let me give you a little.
Because I want you to talk about what you just talked about with her as well. I know you did. Yeah.
The logo.
The logo. You said you do that.
Oh, the logo.
The logo. Okay. So I'll give you a little real quick history. I grew up in Ithaca. Left for many years. I went to art school in Kingston, Jamaica. I got my bachelor's of fine arts in Jamaica doing pottery. I lived in San Francisco, Atlanta, married a man from Ghana, moved to West Africa, was the first reggae female DJ out there. Came back, got divorced, came back to Ithaca. 24 years later, I am an art teacher. I've been teaching I teach at the Lake Alternative Community School. I've been there for 17 years ever. I left and did 9 years at South Hill Elementary Art. Now I'm back at 6th and 12th grade art. But I also wear.
You look good, girl. You've been
Today is Friday. And I wear many different hats. So
yes, you do.
because I live this very rich life and have been blessed with the opportunity to travel. I lived in Brazil, I've lived in West Africa, I've lived in the Caribbean. I left Ithaca because I needed to be with people who look like me. Mm-hmm. And so part of my journey was really like, who am I in this world? How can I make myself happy? And through art is really it. I also, in my journey going to school in Jamaica, loving reggae music, I became a reggae promoter in San Francisco for many years. I started the Ithaca Reggae Fest, so I hope you all come out for that.
Yes. Also with the on that,
and I also started many different businesses. So I started Botanica Native Botanica, which is my indigenous Colombian roots. I was born in Colombia and adopted and moved here in 1972. So I was naturalized, so I wasn't born in this country. However, part of my journey is really just like, I'm an entrepreneur by heart. Like, I just am creative and I do a lot of many different things. So as a teacher, I decided to, after every project, I would celebrate it with popcorn. Because it's a running joke in my family that my mom gave me this big bowl one year, and then the next year they all chipped in and got me a big popcorn. I'm like, what am I going to do with this at home? So I brought it to my classroom, and that was really kind of how I introduced my curry popcorn.
It is so good if y'all haven't tasted it.
It's my other side hustle. So now I decided I've been doing curry popcorn with kids for like 10 years, and the parents would be like, my kids are coming home and they're like, we love this, what do you put in it? And I told them, I'm like, it's nutritional yeast, curry, sea salt, you cook it in canola oil, don't air pop it. And they would always be like, oh my gosh, it doesn't taste the same, the kids don't like it.
It don't, because I tried it.
I can't give you the exact proportions because Right. I tried, right? And so I was like, ding ding. Why don't I start selling it easily? And so parents, like to this day, I call them crack. They will email me, kids who I've had forever, parents are still emailing me how do I get the career pathway. And now I do it all the time in my classes, and I really try to tell people like the history of the corn that I use, the history of all the spices and herbs that are in the corn, and that, you know, corn reduces your serotonin, which is why they have it in movie theaters, because it relaxes you. And I've worked with Angie, the Onondaga, and Tuscarora indigenous people on how to like really like source my corn so it's more sustainable, and it's coming from the indigenous people who live in this area. And I've worked with Sachem Sam a lot, who's the Gayakono chief in this nation. So my intent is to really allow young people to understand that when we share food, it's a community, and community brings joy, and it can be health, and it can be medicine, the food that we take in, and that they don't even know that they enjoy it. So the finickiest eaters love popcorn. And so it's kind of like, I'm going to turn this into an LLC, and the reason why I did is because Ithaca is such a small community, and I'm just going to say it. Southfield Cider tried to do my curry popcorn. And I was like, wait a minute, I taught both of your sons kindergarten through 5th grade. I was like, I need you to cease and desist, because this is a small community, I'm a small niche business, and I'm a person of color, like, let's get it together, like, that's not how we do it in Ithaca. So, I was like, I need to LLC this, I need to start actually creating this where somebody can't take my thing. Now, I will sell out to Lay's. The money's right. I do tell my students when I am on Shark Tank, and somebody offers me, so it's kind of one of those things that just kind of developed into like, oh, I need to really make this a business, and how do I create this as a business, and also stay true to what the original idea of sharing my corn. And my son, I had many different iterations of my company, and then my son, who's now in 6th grade, was like, why don't you just call it Pop the Corn? Because when you go to get an LLC for a business, you have to find a name that nobody else has. And all the other names that I had were like, somebody already had them. So I was like, I need a name. So that was my name. He's like, I get 1%. I'm like, I'm like, I get, that's your 1%. Stay alive. But so anyway, that's kind of how I then, marketing and branding and all that is, as an art teacher, I love doing logos. I love so I made that my circle, which is really my ode to my indigenous roots, and then with the corn with the third eye, and then kind of developed like stickers and cards, and I was probably more into the marketing of it before I was really and then the packaging. I love that stuff. So if anybody needs help with that stuff, I'm
she is really the person, absolutely.
And really just kind of like I'm always hand to mouth, because I'm always like reinvesting, so there's nothing really to show for it. But so if I make a little money, I'm like, oh, I can get more stickers, or I can go and get more jars, or, buy more nutritional yeast. So it's really kind of like making sure that you pay back yourself into your business. And then eventually my goal is to really like be in all the vending machines in the school district, as well as like be in our local stores. So, and the crazy thing is that being in this town for so long, I have connections to Wagons, I have connections to TC, College on Bagels, and so I just have to get the packaging, the financing, and I just met Julia Makepeace, who did Emmys, who's going to take this to the next level, so stay tuned. So I was like, where can I get it? So that's my main thing, is like, where can you get it, how can you package it, how can you get it out into the community on a level that I can retire, because I've been teaching for you. I see you. And so it's just one of those things where here I am, and what's coming next, who knows?
Nice, I like that. Any questions for Anna?
Yes.
What tribe are you from?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Okay, so because I was adopted in Colombia, I thought my indigenous roots were from Colombia, and then I did 23andMe and found out that my indigenous roots, 41% of me is from North America. Natives. We don't know what tribe yet, because most of indigenous people have not gone on these sites, and because I was adopted, we don't really know about my birth parents. 23andMe gave me indigenous people in Colombia, but the ones in North America, I don't know, but then my natives who I know in this community have been like, we were migrating long before anybody else thought we were. So obviously North America and South America, you know, like we're family. So that's kind of, so I don't actually know what tribe. Hopefully someday I'll find out, but if not, hey.
Make your tribe, you make it an
Maybe
absolute.
ancestry would be better.
Yes, that's my next step.
Elise.
I'm a buyer at Green Star,
Yes.
and I think not only would your popcorn sell, I'm a buyer in the wellness department, but I hang out with the grocery folks because there's only 4 of us. Yeah, exactly. So, but I think, and because people ask for that all the time, if you sold the mix,
The seasoning, yep.
the seasoning, that would go over maybe even better than the popcorn. That's my take. But
Yeah, the seasoning is really
anyway,
good.
you probably know the buyers there already because you're.
I'm Alan Miller's wife.
No.
Nope, see, there we go.
All right.
Boom.
So anyway,
Absolutely.
and I totally need
I'll tell you a
logo.
little joke. Well, not a joke, in fact. When I moved back to Ithaca after living in Ghana, my first job was at Green Star, and I actually started the deli with Elaine Rosen, who's the cook now at New Roots. But we were the ones who actually did the deli.
Wow.
Way back in the day.
Nice. You got some deep roots because your mother,
Oh,
your
yes.
mom,
Yes. Did my mom teach you, Jill?
No, but my
Okay. Okay, yes. And then I had
can you just tell a little story about your mom too? Because Women's History Month, she is a big prominent person in this community as well.
So my mom grew up in the Bay Area, went to Cornell with my dad, and ended up staying and actually started the Layman Alternative Community School when it was Marcus Flats, a tiny little brick building on the side of GIAC. And then it moved to.
She went to Marcus.
Yes. So you know Maggie. So Maggie Goldsmith is her name, and she taught theater and English forever, and got her PhD at Cornell for theater. Went to school with Christopher Reeves, and it was good. But my mom's passion was really like, how do we bring theater and the love for theater and obviously ELA English to everyone. And she would put on 15 scene plays with 100 kids, because she'd have 5 Romeos and 3 Juliets. No one was left out. She made sure that everyone who wanted to be part of theater was. So the amphitheater at the school is named after her.
Yeah.
And she's still around. Every now and then when I see a big bird, I'm like,
That's
her.
Absolutely. Make sure y'all go and check out the theater up there at LACS. It's absolutely amazing. I've been able to perform there, had some kids perform there. I actually worked at LACS as well. We worked at Southside South Hill, and yeah, I told you we've been together for a while. But yeah, absolutely amazing story. And I loved hearing that story about your mom. And she was a big prominent person in this community. So appreciate that and continue to spread the love. Give it up for Anna. Thank you. Yes. Don't forget Reggae Fest, y'all. Make sure y'all get your tickets.
June 21st, 22nd, 23rd.
Yep.
It's 3 days.
3 days. I forgot what day I'm on there, but it don't matter. Y'all just go see all the artists. Absolutely. We got 2 more people, and then we're going to wrap it up. But I am excited because, she's been here before. She came, I think it was a couple months ago, but because, it was last month. But we didn't have a lot of people come, and I was like, I really want her to come back. She was amazing, her and her daughter. Nope, you got to come up. Yes, no, she gets no pass. Please put your hands together for Sharonda, everybody. She tried to get her daughter up here. She's like, don't leave me out by myself. Yeah, because we need that person to stand by us. So this is her stand by me. Absolutely. Please tell us your names again, the name of your business.
I'm not social. I'm trying to be.
You did great. You got this.
Sharonda, and my business is called Lily's Legends. It's named after my late grandmother. She was one of my favorite people, a crafter, and I spent most of my time with her. So I learned how to do things from her. But my business came about because in 2020, me and my kids, we were homeless, and I was up and down, depressed. I'll be okay, then I'm depressed, and I said I had to find something that would keep me level. So I started crafting. At first, it wasn't a business, though. It was just something to just keep me occupied. And then after a while, it was just like, I want to share with the world. So I just started customizing boxes. I don't make the same boxes, so it's based on what the customer wants. So I'll never sell the same box twice. Unless somebody actually literally wants that box, then I'll do it again. But I never sell the same one twice.
And they're absolutely amazing.
They are.
My husband bought me one. I told the people the last time, like, my husband bought me one. He just came home, and again, feeling sad. I was going through one of those days, and he was like, "Here you go, baby." And I was like, "What is this?" And I opened it up, and it was like this chocolate in there, and it was a little drink in there as well. And I think it was in a little shot glass. Yeah, in a little shot glass. And I was like, "Oh, this is so nice. This is what I need right now." And then we was talking, and I didn't ever put the connection together. He was like, "Baby, you know her?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." So when we met, it was like, "Oh, this is so cool," to put the face with the name and the business as well. Again, I love what you do. I love your business. I love the support from your daughter. You want to tell your name?
I'm Serenity.
Serenity. Yes, we all need a little bit of serenity. But yes, for her to support you in your business, and just anybody got any questions for her? I don't want to take up all the time.
So since your last visit, how has it impacted your business?
She told me she was gonna do this.
Yes.
Since the last time I was here, it's been good. So like I said, I'm not very social, so I don't know how to really branch out and get the word out. I had on my Instagram, I had 90 followers, so now I have like 220.
Nice! Since the last time she came here, it's only been a month, y'all.
Yeah.
Nice.
People are sharing more.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is.
So what did you do different? What can I ask? Did you do anything different? Did you talk more online? Did you?
Yeah.
Sharing more, and so I never used to really share my posts with a status, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not a people person, and you really have to put thought in it. I'm just like, I'm gonna share it. Somebody's gonna see it, but that didn't work. So now I'm more open to putting a line there, or hashtagging, sharing it, or even just saying share, and that worked.
Something so simple as hashtag share or hashtag whatever your business is it makes a big, big difference. So you just made a different step and was like, you know what, I'm going to step outside of this comfort zone. I'm going to try this and see if it works, and it worked for you. So you went from 95 to 200 or something, less than a month. It works, y'all. So it's just a matter of us just sharing our information. That's all it is, just sharing. And sometimes we can kind of, believe it or not, I might not come off as I like to talk a lot. I really don't. Like, if I'm at home, I'm in my room. And I look at my husband when we walk in like, again, you want to talk? What is there else to talk about? We go to bed at 9. Let's talk then. Like, but I get it. I'm not wanting to like run and talk to people like, hey, this is what I do. But we do have to get past that and understand that we are an important part. And somebody told me something so cool. They said, your people are waiting for you. So I wrote, did you tell me that?
Yes, I did.
Yes, she did. I couldn't remember, but yes, she did. We were talking, she said, your people is waiting for you. Do you know that I went home and I wrote on a piece of paper and I got it on my wall? Because every day I look at her and be like, oh, I don't want to do this today. And I'd be like, your people waiting for you. And I go, okay, I got to go ahead and get started. So write it on your wall. Your people are waiting for you. They are. And it's amazing that you decided to step out there for people to be able to reach you.
Yeah, and coming here helped a little bit with that. Like I was telling Nakia, she walked over and looked at my stuff and said, but I can't remember. He said, "Keep doing it."
I said you're doing good. Like it's gonna get better. Just keep going.
And this is the first time we're meeting. She didn't know that I needed that because sometimes I do get discouraged because I feel like gift boxes is a competitive market because you have to really tell people or show people why they should purchase. So sometimes I get discouraged, like, not today, I don't feel like it, or nobody's gonna want it. And just, she didn't know me, but to hear that from her,
Absolutely.
it gives me a push, an extra push to just keep going.
Ladies, follow your heart. Absolutely. Yeah, empower her. Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you something. Your story is alone that what sells your boxes. The story behind, like, why you do it, your grandmother. And you have to understand, even though there might be multiple people doing what we do, we are one of a kind. Remember that. I sing a lot, and there's a lot of singers. I don't feel no shame to be like, hey, I love the way you sing. I love what you do. How can we connect? Or even if we don't connect, I will give their name, especially if they can sing their butt off. I'm quick to do that. I feel like I hold my own space. Hold your space. Hold your space. Give it up, everybody, for Sharonda and for daughter Serenity. Absolutely. Ladies, you know how we walk past somebody, we be like, oh, I want to say this. Go ahead and say it now. That's what we need to do. Like, if you see something that you like on somebody or you just want to say whatever, because 9 out of 10, that's the Holy Spirit telling you speak, because I need that person to get that. I need them to get that. So you speaking that to her, it was so simple, but it was so profound to her. Thank you for speaking from your heart to another woman. Absolutely. We got one more person here that came at the last minute, and we were excited. Not yet.
Okay, because I was like, I have to go last. So, no, it's not me yet.
Not yet. We got, I want to make sure that I say it right. Alicia. Please put your hands together for Alicia, everybody. I'm excited to hear Alicia's story. Please tell us your name again, and then also tell us what is the name of your business.
Okay, so I'm Alicia. My business is Caesar's Wings Custom Creations.
Caesar Wings?
Caesar's Wings. Caesar's Wings.
Caesar's Wings? Okay, nice. Go for it.
I named it after. So I was raised by my uncle as like my father figure. So. And he was brutally shot by the police. So he always told me to do something that, like, I would help me show myself being me, you know. So.
Absolutely. So what do you do? Tell me about your business.
I make custom apparel, custom accessories, t-shirts, hoodies, sweatsuits, sneakers, pretty much anything.
You do sneakers as well?
I was like, all right.
Yeah, because I want some nice, I like stuff that nobody else got. So that's pretty cool, sneakers. I saw a t-shirt back there that was really cool, and you said it was your dad quote? What was the quote again?
Call me nobody because nobody's perfect.
I like that. Call me nobody because nobody's perfect. Exactly. You know, and it's I like how we're taking things that somebody would see as negative and we turn it into a positive. We're like, oh, you call me nothing. I know me and my mom used to gossip when she was living, and I used to be like, girl, they told me not to tell nobody, so nobody, let me tell you. And I'm like, you better not tell nobody, all right? But I like that. Nobody, yeah, that is really cool. So how long you been doing this?
I've been doing it on and off for about 2 years. It kind of, as she was saying, was like a depression thing. Being in and out of homelessness and then divorcing my husband kind of set it off. You know,
Yeah.
like, really was just like, I just need something to be able to like vent. And at first I was doing like just random venting words on shirts.
Yeah.
Just because I could.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Then,
It was an outlet. Absolutely.
and then I finally was like, you know what, maybe I should do something more like motivational, more like different, you know?
Okay. So, what challenges have you overcome in your entrepreneur since you started your journey? Has there been any thing that's been stopping you from moving forward, or has it been like a sturdy
I mean, my own like personal motivation is kind of like stop me here and there.
Okay.
Just because like I'll get depressed and I don't know whether it's good enough or whether I like it or whether I'm like, no, this one might not sell. You know what? Maybe I'll try something different. Maybe I'll try doing a splat paint on it, or maybe I'll try just the words, making them different shapes and sizes. And
You know what I'm learning? That we are our worst critics. Everybody that has gotten on the stage and all said, I didn't like what I did at first, and then I tried this, and they moving forward. And a lot of us are dealing with depression, and we need to face that. A lot of us are dealing with depression. So please don't feel like you're alone, honey. But you're never alone. And it's a song that I just wrote called Anxiety, but I call it You See. And it talks about, like, can't you see this thing happening to me? You know, it's like I'm going through these changes and you don't even see that I'm having anxiety. I'm nervous. I don't want to sit in front of people. I don't want to talk. So again, I tell people, just, you know what, we have to push past that anxiety and just go ahead and start doing our thing. And the more we push past that, the better we could be, the more balanced we could be. So stop doubting yourself. Every time that voice come in our heads, ladies, we got to be like, that's not my story. That's somebody else's story.
That's the enemy.
Absolutely, it's the enemy, absolutely. And even I have to tell myself every morning, I tell people I work on myself every single day. I wake up in the morning, I say my affirmations for myself, I say a prayer, I pray for my friends, anybody that pop in my mind, I'm praying for the people that I don't even know that I might have walked past. I'd be like, okay, God, I don't know their name, I don't know who they are, but for whatever reason they popped in my mind, bless them. Amen. So I'm telling you, you have to get a routine of like always speaking life into yourself.
There we go.
Always speak life. So, any questions for her? Anybody?
I have a great idea. If you can design some sneakers for Songtrece to put on the stage,
Oh, absolutely.
and you can promote that with thousands of people.
Oh, absolutely.
And all of a sudden they go, where I get some too? Whoa.
Hey, y'all can use me as your guinea pigs, y'all. All of y'all can use me. Put poetry on me, I don't care.
Each other up, so that's, we gotta help each one help each other.
Absolutely.
In terms of like, when I rise, you're gonna rise with me. All that.
Absolutely. And I don't mind paying you for it because that's what we're doing. We're doing this to empower each other, but also we want to invest in each other too. You know, if I'm going to go out and buy somebody else's sneakers, why not go ahead and buy sneakers from you? Right? So we want to make sure that we invest in each other as well. So, yeah, so everybody here tell somebody about her business and what she's trying to do. I saw you. Question?
So since you're like now getting started with your business, do you feel a little bit more confident in yourself, or are you now more reassured that you can actually do this and pursue it?
yeah, I'm actually like, because my new boyfriend at home, he's like always grabbing my shirts when I'm making them, and he's like, no, I gotta wear that. No, he's like, no, I'm wearing that today. And I'm like, no, why?
You can't wear that.
He's your advertisement, okay? He is advertising.
My husband wear all my shirts. He was like, I ain't wearing nobody else's clothes, I'm just wearing ours. So he would wear his products and my t-shirts. So yeah, have him walk around with it.
Yeah.
But make sure you tell him, hey, you tell who did it.
Right.
Even when they ain't asking, like, hey, my girl made this. She tell me, absolutely. So yeah. So any way that, again, I'm gonna say this to all the ladies, any way that we can help you, please let us know. Again, if we can, we will try to find somebody that can. So we want you to know that you're not alone. All right? And this is your family. Come back every single month. You can come back and just enjoy this. Make sure you bring your cards with you. If you got cards, if you want to bring a shirt just to show people what you do, this is what the space is for. This is not for me. This is not for Megan. This is for you guys. That's why we're trying to make sure that it's free, and so that everybody can be able to come in and share their gift or share their talent or whatever it is that you guys want to do as far as vending. We just want to be able to support you and have a woman community. So thank you again for coming. Give it up for everybody. I got one more, then I'm going to let y'all go because I know our time is wrapping up. But she had popped in here out of the blue. And I don't want to say her name wrong, so I'm just going to have her come up, just speak for just a quick second, and then I'm going to have her come up as a vendor. Also, I'm sorry, I forgot about Jill and yeah. Ladies, after we get done, we're going to do two things. We're going to do affirmations, so I need y'all to get your phones ready now. pull your phones out and then put it face it towards you. We're going to do our affirmations, and then we're going to all go back and take a picture if that's cool, and then we can all head right on out. Promise you this is only going to take like 1 or 2 minutes, but I just want to be able to introduce,
Shiva, no.